Son, a woman who cheats never moves quietly. She always leaves traces behind. Most men only notice when the damage is already done, but if you listen closely and trust your instincts, you can recognize the signs long before betrayal reaches your heart. Right now, you are about to understand the deeper psychological patterns behind a woman who is emotionally drifting away, and how those shifts reveal themselves even when she tries to hide them. This knowledge is not based on fantasy, but on real human behavior, the kind passed down through generations. Direct, brutal, and unfiltered if you want to recognize the mental and emotional cues. A woman shows when she is no longer loyal. You are exactly where you need to be. Hit that like button, subscribe if you have ever been deceived, and get ready to explore the unseen layers of female psychology so you never get blindsided again. Back in my time, there were no phones, social media, or disappearing messages, yet men could still sense when something was off through intuition, eye contact, and subtle emotional changes. Cheating rarely starts with physical action. It begins with an internal shift. Women today are sharpened by constant attention, social media validation, and emotional stimulation. But no matter how clever a woman believes she is, she will always reveal signals that her investment is drifting. Once you understand these signs, you will stop begging for loyalty and instead expect it from a place of strength. Women often cheat differently from men, while men usually betray physically. Women disconnect emotionally first. The moment she starts leaning on another man for support, laughs, shares problems, or vents about you, she has already crossed the line. Emotional neglect, comparison, and perceived lack of value triggered this imbalance. Many women justify cheating by telling themselves their emotional needs were not met. Studies consistently show that women are more likely to step out when they feel unseen, misunderstood, or when there is a power imbalance. The first sign is sudden emotional distance. The warmth turns cold, the affectionate words fade, and you feel like an outsider in your own relationship. She stops making eye contact, she loses interest in your stories, and her texting becomes dry or delayed because her heart is no longer with you. The second sign is growing criticism. She once loved your imperfections, now she picks at them constantly. She corrects you in public and becomes irritated by things she used to overlook. This is guilt turning outward because by criticizing you, she convinces herself she is justified. The third sign is an increased focus on appearance. She dresses up more, but not for you, buys new lingerie you never see, wears new perfume before outings, and puts extra effort into looking attractive without wanting appreciation from you. If she is leveling up her look but withdrawing from you emotionally, she is doing it for someone else. The fourth sign is extreme phone privacy. She takes her phone everywhere, turns it face down, and becomes defensive if you come near it. Privacy is healthy, secrecy is not. The fifth sign is sexual withdrawal or sudden changes in intimacy. She either avoids physical closeness or suddenly introduces new behaviors that did not originate in your relationship. Her body language reveals more truth than her words. Gaslighting is another major sign. A woman hiding something might twist your reality, question your instincts, and make you doubt yourself, because if she can make you question your judgment, you will stop questioning her. For example, if you ask who she was texting late at night, she may accuse you of being insecure, controlling, or paranoid. This is not honesty. This is emotional defense. The next sign is increased time away with friends. She suddenly has more girls' nights, weekend trips, or outings she never invites you to, and often these plans are vague or inconsistent. If she always needs space but never includes you, something is shifting. Another indicator is creating arguments before she leaves the house. She may start unnecessary fights to disconnect emotionally so she feels justified in whatever she is about to do. Common phrases include, "You never trust me," "You are suffocating me," or "I just need space." She is not fighting because you did something wrong. She is fighting to free herself from guilt. Another sign is a shift in music taste, mood, and media consumption. She starts listening to emotional Breakup music, self-empowerment songs, or overly sensual tracks, her shows and interests shift because people mirror the energy of whoever they are emotionally tied to her emotional playlist. Reveals the truth. She refuses to say lack of future planning. Is also revealing she stops talking about trips, dreams, or long-term plans. When a woman loves you, she imagines the future with you. When she withdraws, she avoids anything beyond. Tomorrow, another cue is defensiveness. Even simple questions trigger irritation because her conscience feels threatened. She may respond with, "Why are you paranoid?" Or you just want to start problems because the guilt inside her is growing. Another sign is overcompensation. She suddenly becomes overly affectionate, buys gifts, apologizes excessively, or shows forced sweetness. This is not genuine love, but guilt masking the internal conflict. She feels if you suspect her, stop talking and start observing, remain calm, avoid emotional confrontation, and let behavior reveal the truth, rebuild your emotional control, stay focused on your goals, and detach slightly to regain clarity. Distance reveals loyalty. A faithful woman will try to reconnect. A dishonest one will drift further. Women rarely cheat because the man is bad. They cheat because they think they can find better, or because they seek emotional stimulation and novelty. Stability becomes predictable, and predictability becomes dull to someone craving excitement to become the man who commands loyalty. Focus on purpose, confidence, boundaries, and emotional strength. Remain mysterious, driven, and self-respecting. A woman respects a man who values himself and knows he is not easily replaceable. Fear of loss creates attraction and reinforces commitment. When you recognize the signs, you stop playing the fool. A woman's betrayal is a reflection of her decisions, not your worth. Your power lies in how you respond. Never chase, never cling to a place where loyalty has already died. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button, comment, "I see the signs now," and subscribe for more insight into relationships, attraction, and personal strength. This is not just advice, this is protection for your mind and your heart. Stay aware, stay disciplined, and never let anyone make you doubt what your instincts are trying to tell you. A woman who betrays you teaches you to rise stronger and smarter.